All right, good morning everyone. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, mostly due to weather problems. Seemed like every time I tried to get out, it either was extremely windy or it was rainy. So I ended up, canceling probably 2 or 3 trips since my last video because of weather. But today I'm actually doing my first shad and crappie trip for the Central Florida Shad and Crappie Derby put on by Coastal Angler Magazine. And I always try to mention them when I'm doing these videos because it's a great tournament. It's a free tournament, and I participate every year, and I just try to give them a little bit of free advertising, whatever I can do. But anyway, so I'm sitting here at the Lake Monroe boat ramp, just kind of waiting my turn to launch. It's just a single lane ramp, but gonna get out today and see what I can find. I haven't done any crappie fishing yet this year. I'm not really looking, I should say not this year because I was early in the year, but I haven't done any this season. And I'm not really looking for shad. It's kind of early, although it could happen, but it's pretty rare to catch a shad this early in the season. But looking to get some crappie, see what I can find, get a feel for what's going on in the lake, because I'll probably be out here a fair amount over the next couple of months. And we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to getting back on the water. I got the boat kind of reconfigured for crappie fishing, so you'll see some things. Even if I'm fishing salt, you'll see some extra things on the boat, some extra rod holders and stuff. But that's usually what I do for the season. So anyway, I'm gonna get to it here, and wish me luck. Aggressive, which is a striper. Oh yeah, big one. Look at that guy. Nice. Yeah. First striper of the season. It's a good size one too. Alright, there we go. Pretty good sized sunshine bass. So always fun to catch. They're kind of like a bluegill on steroids. There you go. Some people eat them. I've tried them. They're not great. There was another one. Came off though. That's a third strike in. Yeah, there was another one, 4th strike in 100 feet. There's another one. There are 2 fish there. Both fighting for it. This definitely feels like another striper. Small one, no? Small lure. Okay, see ya. Almost. There he is. You got it.
Another decent one. Yeah, so you can see why I like coming out here and doing this. The striper fishing is always super fun. They're very aggressive, and you can catch a lot of them in a hurry. So I just realized I forgot to bring a fly rod, which I like throwing a fly rod at these striper too, and I forgot this time. So maybe next time. Wow, that's a big one there. Yeah, that's a good size one. Nice. The thing I find about striper fishing like this is that there's a very limited window. The bite will be on for maybe an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, and then it just shuts off. And you'll know pretty quick when it shuts off. Because if you make 10 casts without a strike, you're done. Doesn't feel very big, but he's been swimming straight at me. What have we got here? Oh, yeah, just a baby. Alright, well, what is that, 2 or 3 casts now with no strike? So, either the school moved or the bite's over with. Okay, so you see how the bite has just ended? This is exactly what I'm talking about. It was on fire, non-stop, getting strikes on every cast pretty much. And then, just all of a sudden, it just shuts off. And it's possible that I might find them again, like maybe they just moved, but usually what happens is the bite turns off, and then I won't get another bite using any normal casting methods for the rest of the day. Once I switch to pulling for crappie, sometimes I'll pick stripers up in the long lines, but this kind of, action is done. Like I said, it's just a very short window. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just move in, I'm going to move west maybe 150 feet, something like that, and then run parallel to the line I was working before and head back out that way. Maybe I'll run into some again, but probably not, and then I'll just switch to trolling for crappie. So I'm using my Sam Heaton super sensitive 10.5 foot crappie rod. So I'm only mentioning it because Sam is a good guy, and it's not like he gives me free product or I'm endorsed by them, but I just want to give him a shout out because I like his stuff, and like I said, he's a good dude. Another little guy. This one's real little. We got a little bit of a depth transition going from 10.2 to about 9.4, and it's right on that transition. So another 30 seconds or so, and the lines, the lures should be to it. There we go. Feels like a good fish. Oh, he came off. Ah, that was a good fish. Ah. Okay, so we're going over a hump, and seems to be maybe 2 fish on that side, and possibly 1 on this side. Right on this hump. So, like I said, it's going to take 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a little longer to get these lines to them. But I'm thinking the shorter lines are probably on top of them right now. The 2, oh, there we go. Look at that. Called it. Don't tangle up all my other lines. Come on. Get out of there. He's in one of them for sure. And it's a striper. Not the target species, but still fun. Alright, so this bite has really slowed down. Not that it was ever actually on fire. But, you know, I was getting 1 here, 1 there, and it seems to really have just died out. I'm hardly seeing any fish on the side imaging, and I'm getting no bites. You know, it's nice out. I mean, it's not hot, or it's not too windy, it's not too rough, but I think I'm going to call it quits pretty soon. It's about 11 now. I might give it another 20-30 minutes at the most, but unless something exciting happens, I'm about over it for today.
Okay, well, I am just coming back from a day on Lake Monroe. My first outing for this year's Shad and Crappie Derby, and it was okay. I mean, the crappie bite was definitely not hot. I barely saw any fish on sonar, so they don't seem to be schooled up in the areas where I was looking. But I caught a few smaller ones, and then, you know, I caught a couple striper in there while I was trolling for them. But you know, right off the bat, when I shut down in the morning, I had decided I was going to go and throw some topwater, striper and bass, and I got several striper. Sunshine bass, I should. It's a tongue twister. I should say, because you know they are the striper black bass hybrids that we have here in Florida. But they're always fun to catch. They're very aggressive, a lot of action. So I caught several of those on topwater, and then that bite just shut down like it always does. And that was really it for the day. So all in all, I probably got 10 or 12 fish. I think probably like 7 stripers and maybe 4 crappie, but wasn't too bad for the first outing. It was a nice day, and hopefully as the weather gets colder, that crappie bite will improve and we'll start seeing the shad coming in too. So but that's it for now. I'll probably be doing another video here in a couple days, so talk to you then.